Dear students, today we shall discuss about what is comedy. As earlier I have discussed about what is drama, what is tragedy, tragicomedy, and now I am going to discuss about comedy. So, comedy is a genre in which the goal is to make audience laugh. Its main purpose is entertainment, giving entertainment to the audience and reader. It is any work that is intended to incite laughter and amusement, especially in the theatre, television, film, or any other entertainment medium. It entertains and amuses audience while also addressing social and political matters. So, here we will study about the characteristics of comedy. What are the chief qualities of any comedy? In comedy, the protagonist is a comic hero. He contains comic elements and he mistakes his identities and the hero disguised. There are use of disguised characters, and in comedies we can find coincidences. There is coincidences in comedy, and there is a ridiculous characters because the comedy's chief purpose is to correct the society. Writer use this genre for making fun of the vices and evils of the society, but its main purpose is to make laugh the people. It is a universal tool, and it varies from one culture to another culture. It is a type of dramatic work which implies amusing, and its tone is satirical, and finally we can find its happy ending. It never ends tragical, but its ending is happy. There are different kinds of comedy. We can see it's a variety of comedy. This is first is classical comedy, romantic comedy, and comedy of humor, comedy of manner, sentimental comedy, farce, physical comedy, dark comedy, high comedy, and low comedy. These are the variety of comedy, and now we will study one by one. First is classical comedy. Classical comedy is a kind of comedy which was written by ancient Greek and Roman writers. It follows the three unity of time, unity of place, unity of action. Second is romantic comedy. Romantic comedy is a type of comedy wherein the playwright doesn't follow the rules and regulations of Greek writers. Of that is the unity of time, place, and action. They are free from these three unities. The main function of such kind of romantic comedy is to entertain the readers. As the fine example of such kind of comedy, that is romantic comedy, which was written by William Shakespeare. And romantic comedy combines romantic love with humor. William Shakespeare's most famous comedies are romantic comedies. As You Like It, Twelfth Night, Midsummer Night's Dream. These are world's best romantic comedy. Third is comedy of humor. Ben Jonson has introduced this comedy of humor. It is a special type of comedy wherein the author dwells upon a certain trait of character. The ancients believed that the human body was made of four elements. These four elements are air, fire, water, and earth. And the increased quantity of any of these elements, it creates humor. As fire stands for ill-tempered nature, water stands for cold temperament, and earth signifies humble nature, while air shows high personality or showy nature of a person. And Now we will come to the comedy of manners. It emerged in 16th, late 16th century, and it is a play which deals with elite class of the society and manners. It satirized upon the upper class society. Its main target is to to make good conduct of the people who are very showy in their nature. And it was famous in Restoration period, and Sheridan's Revel is one of the most famous play of this comedy of manner. Other writer has also written such kind of comedy of manners like Congreve, Oliver Smith, Ethers. They have written great works of comedy of manners. So now we will focus upon sentimental comedy. It is a special kind of comedy wherein the author focuses on the sentimental and emotional traits of any character. It deals with emotions of the characters. Such comedies were written by Richard Steele and Hugh Clark. They have written such kinds of plays. Next is farce. It is a literary genre and also a type of comedy that makes use of highly exaggerated and funny situations and at entertaining the audience. Its main purpose is to entertain audience. And high comedy. Now next kind of comedy is high comedy. High comedy is a kind of comedy which evokes thoughtful laughter in which a person needs to think also and then laugh. Without thinking you can't laugh, so it first incites any reader or audience to think, and after that he laughs. And the fine example of high comedy is the Congreve's The Way of the World. It is best example of high comedy. And now we will focus upon low comedy. Low comedy, it evokes belly laughs. These are fine example of comedy. And another kind of comedy is physical comedy. It is also called slapstick. It is a physical comedy. It comprises body movements like clowning, making faces. It deals with physical reactions. So in this way we can see that the chief purpose of comedy is to entertain the audience and the reader, and other its main purpose is to correct the society. It wants to correct the evils and vices of the society. This is the chief purpose of comedy. Thanks for watching my video.